Hi honeys, how are you? Tanya Nishai here, and of course welcome back to my YouTube channel. What's popping, what's well, and of course all that particular kind of good stuff over there. If this is your first time here, of course I'm Tanya Nishai. I do videos about makeup, glam, fashion, beauty, my medical career kind of vlogs, and of course a lot of interesting videos. Yes, of course, as you have seen from the thumbnail and of course the title of the video, today we are going to be spilling a little bit of tea about the nursing school and of course all that particular kind of stuff. So if you're interested in such stuff, please keep on watching. Remember to subscribe, and of course remember to follow me out on all my social media platforms down below. If you are not of course a person of this particular kind of video, please watch any of my videos. I'm going to be leaving them in the description box below and of course up here onto the card. So without any further ado, let us just dive into the video right now. I know you guys that this is one of course of the most searchable questions, and this is one of the videos that I searched by then when I started out nursing school, how to prepare for nursing examination in advance, but literally I never found one video that fulfilled all what right now I think is important right at the moment to tell out every other nursing student out there, to inspire him, aspire him, so that of course he can get this nursing school of course out of the way. So literally without any further ado, the first point is punctuality. You guys know that punctuality is key. Punctuality of course is very hello important, because even on our day-to-day daily kind of lives, it's one of course of the key factors that you have to have as a person to be employed somewhere, to be able to reach all your goals in time, of course to be able to accomplish all your particular kind of things you have planned onto your list. So punctuality in simple terms, it means like following a particular time frame, that you know that at this particular kind of an hour I have to be at school, at this particular kind of an hour I have to be for break, at this particular kind of an hour I have to be here. It will help you in a lot of ways, and of course in a lot of different kind of situations. When you are on a very good time kind of punctuality, you'll be able of course to get to school in the real time. You'll be able of course to attend to your different lectures on a real time, and of course you'll be able to attend to all your tests and of course exercises on a very real time. So what first thing that you have to keep in mind, that punctuality is important, and of course you have to keep at its side always and of course all the time. Point is of course one of my best points, and of course it's organization. I live by organization. I really love organizing things, and of course this is one of the ways that I've been able of course to be of course one of the top students of course in my class, because the way I do my things, it's always of course on board. I really love my work to be organized in a particular kind of way. I really love my uniform. That's if that day is for uniform, to attend ward, to be in a particular kind of way. I really love the way how I'm going to be walking to school, to be in an organized kind of way. That means that punctuality has to come into context. What I'm putting on that day has to be prepared the day before, so that I know everything where it is. My bag pack has to be of course organized for the next morning. I have to have looked of course throughout all my timetables, plans of the day, all my notebooks that I need to be attending to a particular lecture, all the pre-planned tests and of course pre-planned kind of examinations. I have to know them in time, so that of course I might be able to adjust with my reading culture and of course my discussions and of course all that. So the second point, which is very important, it is organization. Learn how to organize your life. For terms, it is such a very strong core of success. It's a very strong core of success, and of course if you attach itself onto it, organization will be of course to organize everything on time, so that you will be able to organize all your summaries, all your notes, all your discussions, everything on time, so that of course by the end of the day you can be able of course to pass your examination on time with all the work, with all everything. And yeah, it is also very important. This is dedication, and I think this is one of course of the points that a lot of people don't find very important, but I find it 100% important. Dedication is one of the building factors of these medical kind of careers that a lot of us do, such as nursing, midwifery, maybe medicine and surgery for the doctors. And when you go to the other side of allied sciences, we mean the clinical officers, the lab attendants, or the laboratorists, as I love to call them, and of course a lot of them. So it's one of course of the key driving course, dedication. You have to be dedicated towards the course itself. You have to be dedicated to read your books. You have to be dedicated, do the research work. You have to be dedicated in order, of course, for you to write the notes or get the notes, photocopy out the notes, and of course all that, so that at the end of the day you have what it takes in order for you to pass the examination. What does it take for you to pass those examinations? It's of course the notes. So you have to be able to read the notes that before you were dedicated to get or to copy, so that of course at the end of the day you pass the examination. As simple as that. Of course, one of my key driving factors that I love consultation. I'm one kind of a person who never jumps everyone. It doesn't care. It doesn't care. What am I talking about? It doesn't matter if you're better than me. It doesn't matter if I'm better than you. I love to consult, because I know that if I know something, the other person next to me doesn't know it, and if he or she knows something again, I don't know it. So I love consultation, and this is the spirit that I always preach to people who, of course, who are very close to me, especially in my discussion groups. Please do consult, do the consultation. If you don't understand anything somewhere in your work, it might be bit foundation of nursing, which contains more of practicals. It might be more of theories. Please do consult. Consultation is good. It doesn't deprive your brains away, but of course it adds you more brain, because you'll be adding on to what you have, and of course you'll be giving that particular kind of person you are consulting from a particular wide space for him or her to reconstruct for you the work as he or she understood it. So beat the teacher, beat your fellow students, beat sisters at the ward. Please do consult. Consultation will bring you a lot of energy, and of course that energy will make you pass with no regrets. By the way, the energy I'm meaning the energy, of course, of the work you previously did read. Guys, the next thing is, of course, discussions. I love discussions. I hold discussions every day. Right now we are in quarantine, but I do hold discussions on my phone every morning at 10 a.m. Of course, you can catch me. I'm gonna be leaving the information, of course, in my private YouTube video. I'm lying, you guys, but the thing is, like, please do discuss. Every other moment, of course, you get, please do discuss, especially when this quarantine is done, and of course, when you are going back to school. What you have to carry in your head is that discussions really do have a very big effect, especially on your passing. Because I'm gonna conclude this with what I've talked about recently. What you know, another person next to you doesn't know. So the way how to take on what you have to give to the other person is through discussion and, of course, free expression. And most of the time we keep ourselves with our answers, which are wrong. Yes, so when you discuss and, of course, happen to meet a lot of people in your discussion group, you'll be able, of course, to talk about a lot of issues. And by case or in case that one of the issues you have talked about is a wrong issue, your friend or the people you are discussing with, they'll be able to correct you. So by the time you go for an examination, of course, to answer that particular kind of question you thought you knew, which you were corrected, I bet that you'll pass that question. And that's how, of course, you are going to be able, of course, to improve on your grades and, of course, be on top of your class. This one is, of course, one of my best points: attending to examinations and, of course, tests. Yes, you have to do and, of course, be attending to these different tests and examinations and quizzes and, of course, all that, so that, of course, you prepare your brain step by step so that it's used by the time you bump into your final examination. You guys will be like queens. And of course, I'm very proud to say that those are the few points that I'm very proud to announce to you, that these are the top working points for you to know, especially for students who are preparing for their nursing examinations and, of course, all that. And I'm proud to say that these are some of the points that I looked for when I was starting out in nursing school. How do I have to prepare for my nursing examinations in advance? How do I have to prepare for my nursing tests in advance? How do I have to prepare for my nursing whatever in advance? So I think this video has been a solution to a lot of you guys. Remember to subscribe to the channel. Remember, of course, to give me a like, comment something in the comment section below. Of course, turn on the notification bell, and, of course, watch any of my videos. I have a lot of them about nursing, a lot of them. And, of course, let me meet you in my next video. Remember that smartness, elegancy, and, of course, exploring the magic of your subconscious mind, I'm talking about in this 2020. Tanya ni Shylock switching out. Bye for now.